Shanti, and a very good morning to all. Today we will continue with yesterday's Murli, the Murli dated 5th October 1987. The title of the Murli is The Happiness, Contentment and Satisfaction of Brahman Life. So yesterday Baba spoke about contentment, and he emphasized on being content and being satisfied in this life is actually truly living uh, the Brahman life in the whole sense. So today, Baba is meeting different groups and giving different titles, different swaman to each and every group. Also, Baba is meeting Dadis, Dadi Janki and Chandramani Dadi. So let's read the Murli together. The land of UP is especially remembered as a pure land. The river Ganges that purifies everyone is also there, and in terms of devotion, the land of Krishna is also in UP. There is a lot of praise of that land. If anyone wants to see the divine activities of Krishna or his birthplace, they go to UP. So the specialty of those from UP is to be constantly pure and to make others pure. Just as the Father's praise is that He is the purifier, so the praise of those from UP is the same as the Father's. You are purifier souls. The meaning is quite deep, because when Baba says that I am, Patit se pavan banane wala, purifier. So he himself only can do this. But of course, when he gives his knowledge to us, so using that knowledge, when we give that knowledge to the other souls, or through Mansa Yoga and Mansa Sakash, we also can reach out to the other souls. But we are not, we may never be able to purify other souls the same way as Baba does. It's only his job. The Baba says, the star of fortune is sparkling. There is praise of such a fortunate place and stage. Always pure is the praise of your stage. If we maintain this stage and if we stay in this consciousness of purity, in the elevated consciousness, so looking at that also, the other souls might get the inspiration and that yeah, I want to live this pure life. So that can be different in terms of introducing purity to others. But of course, purifier is only one, is only Baba. So, Baba says, do you consider yourselves to be fortunate in this way? You are those who are always happy. Seeing your fortune, always remain cheerful. Remain cheerful yourselves and continue to make others cheerful. Because a cheerful face is a face that automatically attracts. A cheerful face is a face that automatically attracts. It is the same as a physical river that draws people to itself. Pilgrims are pulled to go there. This happens like if we realize that there is some river nearby or specifically UP or any other place. So we feel like going and we get attracted to that place. And that's the beauty of nature. So Baba says, your face is also like this river. attract, will attract others. So no matter how many difficulties they have to face, they are still pulled by the attraction of becoming pure. So the memorial of the task of making others pure is in UP. Similarly, also become cheerful and an image that attracts. Do you understand? The third group is of double foreigners. Double foreigners means those who attract the father who is always the foreigner because you are equal. This is the speciality. Baba always tries to find some way or the other to, uh, give the children and bring them into this Raman that they are much like me. They are always equal to me. And sometimes he even says that you are even higher than me. Right? You see, first the UP, he said you are like the father, and then again double foreigners who attract the father. Why? Because the father is also a foreigner. And so you are equal. Further, Baba says, the father is from a foreign land and you are also from foreign lands. There is love for your equals. Friends are loved even more than parents. So double foreigners are like the father, always beyond bodies and the attraction of bodies. Always beyond the body and always beyond the attraction of the body. Because Baba comes and takes a form only for a little while, right? And till the time he sits into the body, he understands this very well that in some time I will leave this. This is not my body. I am only an instrument here. I will use this body as an instrument and then leave and go away. Right? He doesn't sticks to that body saying that this Rath or this body is mine. No. May it be from Brahma Baba or may it be Avyakt Baba. And that is why, because he stays in that beyond the stage uh, most of the time. So whenever he comes into this uh, body, even then we feel that stage of, when he takes us beyond. वो खुद साकार पे आता है, but we always feels that he is taking us into that stage of beyond everything, that Avyakt stage, because he himself stays into that stage for most of the time. Right? So you are foreigners, bodiless and Avyakt. So the father is pleased to see his children who are equal to him, those who are bodiless and have the Avyakta stage. You are racing well. You are racing well in doing service, in using various facilities and various methods to move forward. You adopt the methods and also make progress. This is why Baptada is giving all the double foreign children from anywhere many congratulations for service and also reminding all to be aware of self-progress. Always continue to fly with the flying stage of your self-progress. You always have a right to receive blessings from the Father by having a balance of your own self-progress and progress in service. And you will always have this right. And The fourth group that remains is the Madhuban residents. They are always here. Those who are in the heart are at the heart. Like in Hindi we say, no, जो चुल पे है वो दिल पे है, right? So those who are at the heart are in the heart. Madhuban is where maximum Brahma Bhojan is prepared in the right way with discipline. Those from Madhuban are the most beloved, long lost, and now found ones. All the functions take place in Madhuban. It is those from Madhuban who listen to most of the Murlis directly. So the residents of Madhuban are those who always have a right to elevated fortune. You serve from your hearts, and this is why Madhuban residents continue to receive blessings from Baba and all the Brahmins from their hearts. Next, Baba is meeting Dadi Janki and Dadi Chandramani, who are taking leave from Baba to go on service. Are you going or are you merging Baba in yourselves? See this. It looks like a so personal, a heart-to-heart conversation, right? Are you going or are you merging Baba in yourselves? So whether you are going or coming, you are always merged. Baba never sees the special children as separate. This is so special. We may take this point as a blessing from Baba today, that Baba Dada never sees the special children as separate. Now, see, it is not Dadi saying this. I am not looking at Baba as somebody else, but it is Baba saying that I don't look at you as somebody separate. Whether in a subtle or a physical form, you are always with Baba. Because it is only the Mahavir children who fulfill the promise of being with the Father at every moment and of going back with Him. Very few fulfill this promise. This is why wherever such specially beloved Mahavir children go, they take the Father with them, and the Father always keeps them with Him in the subtle region. He gives His company at every step. So we also want this, Baba. We also can experience this, and we have to experience this, right? So therefore, what would you say? Are you going or coming? This is why Baba asked whether you are going or merging Baba in you. So whenever we take up any seva, or whenever Baba is giving us any form of seva, never think that we are doing seva, but always think that I'm merging myself in Baba and merging Baba in me. Right? Because this is what Dadis have done. Why not? We can at least, and what we have to do, we only have to keep this thought. We only have to bring this awareness. Rest is Baba's work. Baba's going to do this. Right? Just as, one of the center sisters, she always says this, that we will never be able to give Baba's, like the message or parichay to anybody. We can't say कि हमने इसको कोर्स कराया, हम इसको ज्ञान मिलाए, हम निमित्त बने. No. This is absolutely Baba's task. This is absolutely Baba's work. And of course, He's going to make you an instrument, but He only is going to do some, whatever He has to, wherever He has to carry the message and to whom He has to deliver them. No other human has this power to bring somebody else into this knowledge and, uh, make them realize that the God is here. It's always their part and it's always Baba's business, right? So that sister always teaches us to always has this, to always have this swaman, or what you can say, this thought that Baba is doing it. We are nobody here. Right? This thought only, she says, brings a lot of success in service. Similarly, here also we only need to have this thought, right? That I'm not doing service, but I'm merging myself in Baba. Right? So then that yoga and that service won't be different. It will feel like just one. So we only need to keep this awareness, keep this thought. Right? Baba says, by always staying combined in this way, you will become equal and become merged. You will rest at home for a short while and stay with the Father, and will then rule the kingdom, while the Father watches from up above. But you experience the companionship of His company for a short while. Yeah, Baba said, you are going to come to the kingdom, and I'll sit and watch you from above. That's all. So, Baba, today you created a wonderful garland. Dadi might have said this to Baba. So, Baba saying, you people also create a garland, do you not? The garland is still small. A big one will be created. It doesn't it like gives very, very uh, lovely vibes. Like, a little kid and a father sitting and talking personal, and the father saying, Acha, you also make a garland, you know that? But the garland is still small and it has to be big. Those who have now become a little unconscious will be brought back into consciousness by nature or time in a short while. So the garland will then become big. Acha. Wherever you go, you have already received blessings from the Father. Everyone will continue to receive blessings from the Father through your every step. This is so good. Sani, har kadam be padam samani. So say, everyone will continue to receive blessings from the Father through your every step. When you look at them, they will take the Father's blessings through your drishti. When you speak, they will take blessings through your words, and they will also take blessings through your actions. You are going to shower blessings on them as you walk and move. This makes you a little greedy in the inside. Huh? And Baba, I also want this. Take it, take it. So all the souls that are coming now need blessings and the great donation. So for you to go means for them to be given the Father's blessings with an open heart. That means wherever Baba is sending you for service, it is Baba's blessings for those souls who are there, whom you go and serve. Right? Wonderful. Acha. Double foreign means those who always have the awareness of their original form, their original land, their self-sovereignty, and of their original kingdom. I'll repeat this: original form, original land, self-sovereignty, and of their original kingdom. What service in particular do the double foreigners have to do? You now especially have to give souls the experience of the power of silence. The power of silence. This too is a special service. Just as the power of science is very well known, each and every child knows what science is. In the same way, silence power is even higher than science. Maybe we can discuss this towards the end. What do we understand when Baba says the power of silence? Of course, it was there a few days back at the Murli that whenever the person in front, the soul in front is angry, you are not supposed to speak. You are to stay quiet. You are to stay silent. But that this power of silence has a very deeper meaning as well. Mm. So maybe we can discuss this towards the end. So that, uh, sorry, yeah, Bible says that day will also come. To reveal the power of silence means to reveal the Father. Just as science shows this visible proof, in the same way, the lives of all of you are the practical proof of silence power. So, I'll read this again. The lives of all of you are the practical proof of silence power. This makes me think a bit deep, that how much am I comfortable with my own self when I sit in silence. Forget about not sitting in yoga, not playing any music, not putting on the red light, nothing. Just sitting idle for some time. And how am I enjoying my company? What are my thoughts? And what are the qualities of those thoughts for my own self? Or even if I sit idle, what do I think? Because at that time, I'm not speaking to anybody. I'm quiet, quiet from the outside. But what is happening inside? Um, This will enhance my silence power, right? Okay. So when all of you are visible as the practical proof, then even against their conscious wish, you will easily come into their vision. Just as last year you carried out the peace project, and that was shown practically on the stage. In the same way, let mobile peace models be seen. The vision of the scientists will then definitely fall on those with silence. Do you understand? There are far more inventions of science abroad. So the sound of the power of silence will also easily spread from there. There is the aim of service anyway, and you all have zeal and enthusiasm. You cannot stay without service, just as one cannot stay without food. In the same way, you cannot stay without doing service. And this is why Bhaktada is pleased and sure. Do you experience yourselves to have become elevated souls who are spinners of the discus of self-realization? Spinners of the discus of self-realization. Swadarshana Chakradhari. So you have had a vision of the self, have you not? To know yourself means to have a vision of the self and to have the knowledge of the cycle means to become a spinner of the discus of self-realization. I'll read this again. To know yourself means to have a vision of the self, and to have the knowledge of the cycle means to become a spinner of the discus of self-realization. When you become a spinner of the discus of self-realization, all other types of spinning finish. The spinning of body consciousness, the spinning of relationships, the spinning of problems, all of those are the many types of spinning of Maya. This is so true. When you start with this Swadarshana Chakra, there's no Maya at that time. There's no waste at that time. And in this Swadarshana Chakra, that one form, the Anadi form, is a very powerful form that, you know, जिसको बोलते हैं विक्रम विनाश करती है वो stage. This is only one form which has the highest power of burning all your uh, past or whatever you call it. Vikram Vinash Karti. And during that time, you don't get into any sort of waste, any sort of negative, any sort of bodily uh, consciousness. But this is the most powerful tool that Baba is giving us. Whenever we are free, we should, and everybody should use this tool to, enhance the stage and stay away from Maya and stay away from waste. Baba says, however, by becoming a spinner of the discus of self-realization, all these types of spinning finish. You come out of all types of spinning. Otherwise, you get trapped in the web. So earlier, you were trapped and have now come out. For 63 births, you continue to get trapped in many types of spinning, and at this time, you have come out of that spinning. And so, you must not get trapped again. Whenever Baba talks about Swadarshana Chakra, at least 5 times in the day, each and every one should practice this. At least 5 times in the day, daily. Because, like I'm talking about, like that this comes from a very practical experience. This particular Abhyas Bolo, ya whatever this is, the tool is extremely very, very powerful and it will keep you engaged. When we sit for doing manthan or chintan or a lot of stuff, this tool actually helps. The Swadarshana Chakra actually helps drag your manthan or your chintan on the right track. Why? Because see, when we start practicing this or when we take up this habit of spinning this at least for 5 times in a day, definitely we are not going to do it in the same way all all 5 times because again we will get bored. So the mind will try to think about different ways of spinning this, and it becomes so uh, like it gives you a so enjoyable experience. You start enjoying this. And okay, let me take up something new to spin the chakra again. Okay, last time we did on you know uh, let's say about last time I took the topic as colors and I uh, did my Swadarshana chakra based on colors. Now this time let me take something different again. This way we will start getting the habit of churning. We will have digging down in. So it will give a regular practice, and then when we take up some things for manthan and then separately sit down, take out some Murli points, it will become actually easy for us to churn on that. It's a very powerful tool. So at least 5 times. Definitely, everybody should do this. Baba says, yeah, you have experienced it and seen it for yourself, have you not? By getting trapped in all different types of spinning, you lost everything. And by becoming a spinner of the discus of self realization, you found the Father. You found everything. So always be a spinner of the discus of self realization. Be a conqueror of Maya and continue to move forward. By doing so, you will always remain light and not experience any type of burden. Burdens bring you down, but by being light, you will continue to fly high. So you are those who fly. Are you not? You are not weak, are you? If even one wing is weak, it will bring you down and not allow you to fly. So make both wings strong and you will automatically continue to fly. To be a spinner of the discus of self-realization means to continue to fly in the ascending stage. Shall we take up the last paragraph now? You are Raj Yogis, elevated souls. Are you not? From having an ordinary life, you have become easy yogis, Raj Yogis. This the Swadarshana Chakra also helps bring the stage into Sahaj, easy yogi stage. The Baba says, such elevated yogi souls always swing in the swings of supersensuous joy. Hatha yogis levitate their bodies with Hatha yoga and practice flying. In fact, you, Raj yogis, experience a high stage. By copying this, they levitate their bodies. However, wherever you stay in your high stage, and so it is said that yogis remain high up. The place of the stage of the mind is high because you have become double light. In any case, for angels, it is said that their feet are never on the ground. Angels means those whose feet of the intellect are not on the ground, those who are not body conscious. Always remain up away from body conscious. You have become angels, that is, Raj Yogis. You don't have any attachment to this old world now. To do service is a different matter, but do not have any attachment. To be a yogi means the Father and I, no third person. So always maintain this awareness of being Raj Yogis, always angels. With this awareness, you will constantly continue to move forward. Raj Yogis are always the masters of the unlimited, not the masters of the limited. You have come away from the limited. You have received unlimited rights. Therefore, remain happy with this. Just as the Father is unlimited, so too stay in the unlimited happiness, unlimited intoxication. At the time of farewell, I guess this is nothing but the Yad Pyar, little Yad Pyar. To all the children who are blessed at Amrit Vela, please accept golden love and remembrance from the Father, the bestower of blessings. Along with that, to those who are always churning plans of doing the service of creating the golden world, those who are engaged with a lot of love in service with their hearts and life, those who are cooperative souls with their bodies, minds, and will. Bapdada is saying, good morning, diamond morning to all of you. Always be a diamond and take the speciality of this diamond age as a blessing and an inheritance. You will then remain stable in a golden stage, and you will also continue to give others a similar experience. So, a diamond morning to the double hero children everywhere. From us, children, to our beloved Bap Dada, love-filled remembrance, good morning, namaste. Let's spend a minute in silence and then we shall share points from the book. Om Shanti. We can unmute and share points from the
book. Shanti. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Divine Family. And today is a wonderful Murli after contentment. It is all about the purifying. I like this purify. You are the purifier. So Baba said that we are purifying and ourselves and to all the people. And the power of silence is much more greater than the power of science. So this feeling we have to use more and more give to people, experience people, and through the tool, the Sudarshan Chakradhari, and this tool that's I almost want to was how to was do this Swadharsan Chakra. So that I want to know. Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba.
So Darshan Chakra is nothing but our five forms, right? Anadi, Adi, Pujya, Brahman, and Rishta. We can take this up practice at least 5 times in a day. That is minimum, right? Maybe during traffic control, maybe once every while. That will also help. Right?
Yeah, Om Shanti. The but Baba said about the science and the silence. So, science power is even higher than science. Baba says that there the silence is always good. I mean, we feel comfortable with um, when we observe silence. Science is always outside, external, that affects the external world, where all the comforts, all technology, everything that comes with the power of science, right, that can change the matter, but not the people in a world. So silences can be used to give comfort to the inner world, where if we observe silence, where we can channelize thoughts, our attitude, even work upon our emotions and sanskars and all that. So one side science affect the external world, but whereas silence is really working on the inner world. That contrast is really wonderful to see. Yeah, Om Shanti. Thank you.
Om Shanti, Deepika sister.
Om Shanti.
When all these groups and all, whenever I read, I just take it like they're desserts to the Murli. Like as if, Baba is treating each group with an ice cream or with something sweet according to what they need. And if you see, Baba hits also at them, whether it's UP calling them holy land, pure land, whether it's Madhuban resident. It really looks for me, I call them as deserts of the Murli, as if Baba is catering to him. But yes, even when you were talking about the silence, just before that, I just wanted to just conclude the earlier part with just one point. Yesterday, when you just got over, there was a brother who spoke about gratitude. It was such a wonderful thing. That took me very long back. I read an article on the theory of enough. The theory of enough, is a line between what do I need and what do I have. I need a car, I need a salary, but I do not need a Mercedes. I do not need a 5 point figure. So when once I say Mercedes alone is not there, but even a simple car or a simple salary. And then we should have another column, what do I have, which is called as count your blessings, gratitude, thank you. That's what really concluded me with what you spoke yesterday. I said that's what we have to all do. Bas, jo pana hai pa liya. Nothing else is needed. We come to that saturating stage at a particular point in life when nothing else we need. We are happy with what is it. Like Manoj Kumar always says, dal roti or dal roti khao or Prabhu ka gun gao. So I just wanted to add that because it kindled in me when he spoke of gratitude in that. And now that, when you come to silence, that's also closely connected to contentment. Silence is, see, and that's what we were. How do we forget when we are in soul world? If we come down, okay, we come to the land of noise. But for so many people who take late birth, the best place of silence is not in a forest, it is in Paramdham. So we souls have already practiced it there. And who is the powerhouse of silence? Shiv Baba. See, he comes down, he speaks to us, but it is not his voice, it is Brahma's voice. So beyond that Brahma's voice, that stillness, that is Shiv Baba. So to get connected to him, to get connected to his abode, is to understand silence. Sometimes we think silence is absence of noise, like in Hinduism, no? I remember my mother always used to have every Thursday a Mauna Vrita. She never used to talk. But more than that, she used to write out or she used to give us communications through her eyes and all. So I never found, I said, what is that going to give? Probably she's just giving a rest to her throat organs and all. But that was not silence. Like even Ramana Maharishi, I remember he used to go to deep sense of silence. So what is actually silence? We know what is silence, why we need. Even when I'm now talking to you or in between, if when you are listening, you are going through some period of silence. You will want to go and reflect on what I'm saying. So that when you shift away from my noise and you go within in, that stillness which you get, that deep thing, yes, this is what I also want to take. So that again is silence. So silence is power is there because it doesn't need noise. Like they say, if you want to go to the depths of the soul, is silence. We are all now in the surface of the soul where there is noise, where there is vices. So if we have to really go to the depths of the soul, nothing else. The body, you can use any bodily methods for it, but it's just silence. So that's why in conference age, Shiv Baba comes, takes us from the surface of the soul, and he takes us to the depths of the soul where we experience silence. But I love those silence, especially you should see when this Baba's Padramani goes, after a long Murli, that stillness, that way when Baba gives that drishti, you can experience silence there. That is Shiv Baba's silence. There are so many wonderful things we can really speak of silence, Deepika Ben. But I was just taking the relationship between contentment and silence. So it's such a deep, and there are so many kinds of silence: dead silence, wall silence, no, absolute no silence. So that's what, even now, if you, for a few moments away from what we are saying, we can go to that. That it's a beautiful journey. That's why Baba says the power of silence is greater than the power of science. Om Shanti.
Mm, so true. Wonderfully shared. Thank you. And just while sister was sharing, a few thoughts that came in were like, whenever the soul takes this body, then only noise begins, right? Uh, then only the mind starts acting, reacting, judging, looking at others, right? Forget about physical organs for right now, like uh, moving here and there, or making some noise physically, but that's not the case. But even when the soul takes the body, the mind, the intellect, the sanskars, they also start making noise. Otherwise, the soul's original stage is of that stillness, is that of silence. बिना शरीर के man, buddhi also, they also don't make noise. Also stay very quiet without that. So that is why Baba keeps on emphasizing on अपने को आत्मा समझ के बाबा को याद करो वहां घर में याद करो. Just connecting a few dots. Yeah. Anybody else would like to add on to this or share another point or anything? Go ahead, please.
Om Shanti.
Om
One
Shanti.
point I want to here reveal, yani ki speak. Contentment, one something is when abundance. It is abundance. Suppose one person, suppose he wants, suppose he's rich, and one is not a rich, he is a middle class. And what is a very thinking belief that has that we don't need money like that. But there is an abundance you can reach because being a rich is our birthright. One. And there is, when you are going to reach, you help so many peoples and individuals. So it is to getting a reach is not like miss you are going to miss in the that I can't misexpress that, but it is becoming rich to revealing father, also a revealing father. When our your full potential you can use. So that at point I want to say that some यानी कि there are the misconceptions or people are having that बस हो गया यानी कि this is contentment में संतुष्टि यानी कि I don't need money or anything else. So that limitation, are putting limitation to their mind. So that limitation we have to that's we have to push us. Uh, suppose I'll make two chapatis I am eating, and one person is eating five chapati. So his miss वो है कि उनको यानी कि जितना चाहिए उतना वो लेता है. But we have to make a continuous effort and to toward that direction. So that I got an insight. So that I want to share. Om Shanti.
Definitely, the point is not that we are going to stop earning or we are saying that we are not going to go to work because it's inner. It's about that inner stability that, my mind doesn't need much, right? And if we are stable inside, then of course it comes on the outside also that maybe whatever it may be related to food, may be related to clothes, may be related to earning. So everything gets impacted. So I guess while we were speaking earlier, it was not about not earning more or creating limitations or barriers there, but it's about staying content first with whatever we have, and then of course making an effort to uh, carry your life ahead and then move along. That
Deepika sister, it also means I should know where to draw a line. I should not compare with, that's where, no, this compare is what is a hurdle to contentment. It's what, if I know this is me, this is mine, this is what I need, this is what I have. So I should know where to draw a line. I should not just try to go beyond the Everest and all just because somebody's climbing. I'll fall down the valley. I think it's just a question of knowing to draw a line. For that, you need silence to go deep down and all. Deepika sister, I always have this question on silence in Paramdam, and I've often shared it also. See, now we know we are in Paramdam. When the soul returns, all the 6 billion souls, we go there, and it's like a tape recorder in a cassette in a tape recorder. Everything is there. I'm totally filled, but I'm not workable. It's absolutely bliss, and I'm sitting right under Shiv Baba, which is what we want. When if you ask me what's the best part of meditation, I would say going to Paramdam and just being under his canopy. And that's actually happening. Then why do we have to crave to come on the first day of the golden age and all? But why not spend some more time with Shiv Baba? This question often I get, and Baba says, do something now so that you don't miss even a day of the golden age. I was understanding that soul, which is looking for only that one person, Shiv Baba, and you're there. Is it because I cannot experience him there? Is it that which makes me come down? Sometimes I have a thing, why come down? It is such a beauty to be under him, even though I'm not able to क्या बोलते हैं उसको, experience it. This always comes in my mind. Can't I be in
come down
Paramdam?
as in Satyug. You're talking about
Yeah.
Satyug.
And yeah, just come. He says, no, one, you have to be there. I said, Rick, what happens if I'm there for some more time? I can enjoy Paramdam, no? Because see, that's what we are looking for at the end of all our births. We want silence. We want to go back. And that's what all the story is about. So why again that drama of pulling the soul immediately? Later I can come. I don't know. I find that I don't know what is the experience unless you go to Paramdam and be there. I mean, that stage. So, what is your takeover? Do you get such thoughts of
It's
enjoying in Paramdam?
everybody I guess, enjoys in Paramdam, and that's the best part of meditation when Baba says that you have to only sit in silence away from this noisy world and all of that. But of course, it's a part of drama that nobody's going to sit there for all the time or for too long. Everybody has to come down here, play a part, right? Uh, of course, when Baba says that, I won't be there and I am here right now, it is just
Yeah.
now that we are experiencing Paramdhan. We will never know about it throughout the cycle again, right? Maybe it's because of that that we find him after so many years, so we don't feel like leaving him like that again. Maybe
He's
it's
not
your
there.
love
He's
for
sitting
him.
in
Huh.
Paramdam.
He's not going to come in the golden age.
Ah, poor fellow, he's alone for 4,900 years. I feel so, no, sometimes, I don't know, see, it may be a very vague, innocent, childish thought, but I don't know. Sometimes I really pity that soul, coming down, pulling like a father, He's there. Poor thing, he cannot come at least for the first 2,500 years. Then, of course, he changes his form and comes. So I don't know. I always say, Baba, whenever he gives the sentence in the Murli, anyhow, I won't be there. Will you call me? That even say. Will you call
Mm.
me? No, we don't. I really sometimes I used to cry when Baba used to ask such questions and all. That made me think, yes, Baba, I would love to be with you in Paramtam. But as you also said, experience is not there. I don't know. I just wanted to share because this kind of eerie feeling, I call it, as I have at times.
It's your love, your deep love for Baba, right? That I want to stay more close and I want to spend more time with you. Mhm. That's nice. But of course, everybody has to come down. Everybody has to come and enjoy the golden age. And that is what drama is all about. Okay, so anyone else would like to add on to anything? Okay, so we will just spend 1 minute. Yeah. Vinodbhai, you want to say something? Please go ahead.
Sister, thank you, Great. But the Swadershan Chakradhari literally brought that chakra in front of me. You know, there are many people who go for counseling saying you are just to be said that you are good, that you are great, you can do well. Swadershan Chakra, it brings that hope and sense of greatness within self. Like once you look at your own pure stage and you look at your Puja stage now, I mean, the Pujari stage, you come to know that you are descending, and now that also hope that you can ascend up again. That's what I was wondering. Thank you.
Sudarshan Chakra creates magic, really. So let's spend 1 minute um, spinning again the discus of self-realization, the Swadershan Chakra. Let's take it on the seat, okay, the chair. So within a minute, like in the Anadi Swarup, I sit on this throne, which Baba calls it as the Akal Tak. This is my seat. And in the same form, I sit in Paramdam, very close to Baba. In my Adi golden aged form, I will sit on the throne, a golden, diamond studded, beautifully decorated throne. In my puja form, I receive the seat of a Hans, or maybe a peacock. Sit on that. In my Brahmin stage, I sit on Baba's heart throne always. And when I become an angel, I go beyond, sharing light above the globe. That's my seat, beyond everything. Thank you, Baba. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you to Baba. Thank you, Deepika Ben. Thank you, Divine Family. See you tomorrow at 5 a.m. Until then, have a beautiful day.